me stop running now. With you I found my peace somehow. Let go of every thought that was holding me back. Yeah, I'm in love with you in every way. That joy you give me every day makes me forget that I was troubled before. Don't know if I'm dreaming, I'm slipping away.
So it's round 9 of the AMCA Championship at Brookthorpe. So we had racing yesterday on the Saturday, but that was very, very wet. I only ended up doing 2 out of the 3 races because the bike was just that full of mud. We're using up all our water, so we didn't have enough water to wash the bikes and for today. So it rained all day yesterday. As you can see, the track's still a little bit wet now, but the team did a great job last night. All Saturday night they were working the track, ripping it up, you know, so a big shout out to the club. You know, they put amazing effort in, and the track's looking great this morning. I didn't wear the GoPro for qualifying because obviously with the weather and the mud I just thought it's just going to get roosted, so the footage wasn't going to be that great. So I just saved it and put it on for the races. So we're just queuing up now in the holding pen. We qualified 8th, so that'll give us a decent gate pick. And we'll just get ready for this first race. So we're currently lying 3rd in the championship. I think we're 90 something points behind 2nd, so we've got 2 rounds left, so if we can have a good day we'll try and close that gap a little bit, ready for the last round. So the last round is at Long Lane. This video is a little bit late because I have been on my holidays, so I haven't had time to make a video, but as they say, better late than never. So we're just trying to find a good rut now. We were first race, so there's not many ruts on the start. It's pretty grass. They had to move the start gate because where it originally is, once they ripped it, it was too deep, so they decided to make the move in the morning to put the start gate up here, which I think turned out okay. So we go for this 3rd gate from the end here because I can see there's a little bit of mud, so it's not fully grass, so hopefully my wheels can just, you know, tyres can just dig in there and find a little bit of traction. Just trying to kick a bit of that grass off with my foot, dig a little rut out. So here we go, race 1, 15-second boards up. We're off. So get a real good start there, you know, coming into this first turn. Ridgeway on the 252 there, just squeezed down the inside. Ooh, spins out a little there. Jamie squeezing through on that inside there, catching me off guard. Try and go round the outside of him here, but it doesn't quite work. Close racing on this first lap. Jamie's into the lead there now. Try and get on the inside of Ridgeway here, but he just squeezes the door on me there. So I can hear a 2-stroke behind me again here, so I just guard the inside line, and what a move he did on me there. Fair play to Corey, just chopped up the inside and squared me off. So we're in 4th now. I think we're 2 laps in, we're just trying to get into the flow of the track. Just getting close at the front now. We've got Jamie Wainwright leading, Matt Ridgeway in 2nd, and then Corey Southwood 3rd, and then we're in 4th. Just trying to find them ruts that aren't too sharp and we can carry some momentum and flow. But we were the first race, so it's still a little bit greasy on top. Oh, we hit a tree there and get a leaf on the camera, so Unfortunately, the footage might be a little bit unclear as of now, but was to be expected in this first race. You know, there was mud flying everywhere. Oh, getting a bit sideways there. Go around this back section in the woods and there's some deep ruts already. You're going tight. Corey letting it hang out in that slot there, look. Getting that two-stroke singing. So you can watch Corey here, does the exact same move as he did on me earlier in the race on Ridgeway there. So he's found a nice rut on that outside. I actually start using that rut after this, so you know, when you are racing, it's always good to just keep your eyes open what other people are doing, and if it's better than you, start doing it. So we're just on back of Ridgeway now. We're still in 4th position. Jamie's leading. Corey's got into 2nd place now, so we're going to try and make the move to get 3rd here. So again, trying to use this outside to just carry a little bit of momentum. We just managed to squeeze in there. That bush actually doing us a bit of help this time, you know, getting rid of some mud off the camera. So we're in 3rd now. Jamie and Corey's going at it for the lead. Again, this horrible rut through these trees. They were really deep. They had to cut a part of the track out there. They actually cut a little loop out because how wet the track were, it would have just been unrideable, you know, especially for some of the 85 riders with the smaller wheels. It's give good weather all day, so I'm sure the track will dry out and we'll get some really good ruts in every corner. So we've settled into 3rd now. Jamie and Corey's actually pulled away a little bit. They're having a really good race out there, but just trying to get into my floor, not let them get away too much. You can just see them there. But they were riding really good in this first race, and I got a little bit of arm pump towards the end. Big jump here. I think this is the last lap now. We're just coming round. Jamie's got into the lead, so Jamie's looks like he's going to take the win. Just coming into this final corner, and there we go, checkered flag. So we got 3rd in that first race. Happy with that. Beat Watley, who's currently in front of me in the championship series, so that's some points gained there. So here we go, race 2. You can see it's drying out now, sun's coming out. I'm going to get up this top edge again. Get my dad doing a bit of gardening there, look, just digging my rut out, trying to find us a little bit of grip. Coleman's gone up the top this time, so we'll just take this same gate. It worked in race 1, so we'll try it again for race 2. Here we go, 15-second boards up, but they do drop it instant this time, so I wasn't quite ready, but I don't think anyone else was. So here we go. Another good start, but we've got another 252 just on the inside there. Corey Southwood just shutting the door. Getting it a little bit swirly there though off that jump. So we know Corey's got a good pace in these first 5 minutes of the race, so I'm just going to try my best to hang on to the back of him. But I don't know what he'd eaten today, but this kid was shifting. These first 3 or 4 laps, I don't know where he gets his speed from. We're in the woods, Luke Dean's just making a move around the outside there. I get that rut a little bit wrong and he just squeezes down the inside. Try and chop him back up, but shuts the door nicely on me. And we drop back to 3rd. But you can see Corey there, he's pulled about 3 seconds on us already in that first lap, so me and Luke now, we just need to try and push on and see if we can catch him. Try and use that outside there what Corey passed us on in race 1, but Luke seems to hold the inside all the way around. And we're just settling in now, we're still in 3rd position. I think we're a couple of laps into the race. A little bit wrong through there, but we're just trying to limit the mistakes as much as we can. You know, the ruts are getting nasty now, they're getting deep. It's all about choosing the right lines. And if you do make a mistake, try not to make it again the next lap. It's about halfway now, and we've kept the gap on Luke. Corey's got about a 5-second lead. We've got about 4 seconds behind Luke, so keeping that gap. We're going to try and push now for this second half and see if we can catch anyone up. It's all about being consistent in these conditions. You know, you mess one rut up and you'll lose 5 seconds because they're big ruts. So it's all about being smooth and just trying to find them lines that flow instead of just pitch you out of the seat. This corner was a bugger all day. Whew. It's all rough out of that little rut, and it was just greasy from the puddle on the inside. Anyway, we've just got a back marker now. We've got to try and get around. As you can see, it's tough because it's so tricky with the lines. You know, everyone's just all over the place a little bit, but considering what the track were like yesterday, this is absolute perfect. So here we are now, look, I think we're about 3 or 4 laps from the end of the race, and slowly we've managed to catch Luke Dean in a little bit here, so we're only a second or 2 behind him. Now the last 3 laps of this race, me and Luke had an absolute cracker, but unfortunately he fills me in a minute, so we can't see it. But yeah, we went backwards and forwards a couple of times. I ended up passing him about 3 corners to go. A little bit of a hard move, but it had to be done, and ended up giving me second in race 2. So there you can see, look, we got roosted, so can't show no more footage from that. We'll move on. So last race of the day now, we've had a 3rd and a 2nd. Got some really good points. I'm going to see if we can get out of that start and hopefully try and get a top 3 in this last and final race. So Coleman's nicked my gate in this one, so we're going to go 1 down. I'm going to go 4th gate from the end. Again, my dad doing a cracking job there, just trying to find some grip for me in the bottom of them ruts.
Stole that. I'm just getting some shit put it on that metal.
So my dad's just trying to put a little bit of mud on the poles so my wheels don't spin, and he kicks it. Yeah, he knocks the whole gate down. What's he like? So here we go, 15-second bug. Five seconds. We're off. Again, really good start. Corey's on the inside, Coleman's on the outside. We managed to squeeze Coleman, but these 2 strokes. There's Adam Harris with a real good rut there. Manages to get the drive past Corey on this first lap. Jaden Murphy there squeezing around the outside, so a bit of a bad first turn. Oh, get pushed a little wide there, but it's all good fun. Try and squeeze up the inside of him, but just hit a bit of a rough rut there. So we're currently in 4th off the start. Just trying to find a way past Jaden. Try this inside here. Nearly get it, but he pushes me wide there. I should have cut back to that big inside rut, but reaction of the race, you know, just missed out there. That could have been a pass there. So we're coming down here, Luke Dean trying to make a move on the inside. You just see his mudguard there, try and give me a little shunt. So we hold this inside so we can't sneak past. So we come down this inside here to try and make a move, which works really nice. But then he gets the drive on that 252 stroke back up the inside of me. So he's not letting me pass that easy. We're having a good race here. Big jump. You can see I'm trying to use different lines, so I'm not following, seeing what works best. Try the inside here. Yeah, we're not following, never try and follow, even if it's slower sometimes, at least you'll learn that line for next lap. You know, I'm always in a slightly different rut, trying new things, insides, outsides. And there we go, we just get a little bit of drive here. He looks over, gives me that look, knows I'm there, we try and cut to the inside here. And Luke Dean squeezes past, so that was a great move. I didn't get on the brakes hard enough there. We're trying to make that inside, but Luke Dean made it before me. He does us both, look at that. Real good couple of corners there for Luke. And here we go, we try this little inside again. Managed to make that pass stick this time. So we're back in fourth now, we've got Adam Harris leading, Corey Southwood in second, Luke Dean in third, and we're currently in fourth. So we come down this inside, try and hold this nice little rut, but we just miss that tight one, and Jamie gets in it behind me. And as I hit them bumps, them acceleration bumps, he just carries a little bit more speed than me up that hill. So nice little pass there by Jamie. And we've dropped down to fifth now, so we're just going to try and settle in, see if we can find a few better ruts, and try and stick with the guys at the front. Love that little section, just through them waves, over that little corner scrub jump thing. Really cool track, this Brookthorpe. Jumps are all really good, nice and safe, but you know, everyone can have a good go of them, from 85s up to the big bikes. So Jamie's just found a nice little inside rut there to make a move on Luke for third. Luke tries to square him back up there, but can't quite make it happen. So if you watch, this is the rut I was trying to make the last lap on this tight inside. Look, you just squeeze onto it there, and then it's nice and smooth drive out of it. That's the line Jamie used to pass me. See in this last rate, these corners have just got some real ruts now. You know, there's 3 or 4 ruts in each turn, so plenty of line choice. But we're settling in now. Stayed in 5th position. I think we're coming towards the end of the race now. Couldn't quite hang with the fast boys at the front, but 5th's still good. We've beat Watley in every race, so I think we've gained some good points on him today in the championship series. And there we are, checkered flag. So yeah, 5th in race 3. So we've had a 3rd, a 2nd and a 5th, and unfortunately we just missed out on the box by a couple of points, so I think we ended up with 4th overall. But overall, it's been a good day for me. Gained 40 or so points on Watley, so we're only 45 points now behind, I think, going into the final round. So you know, one bad race and we could still be up there. Gain points on 4th. Yeah, it's been a good weekend. Thanks for watching.